slam the portcullis back down.
Well, I would like to stop that, please, if I may.
Sure. You're able to. It's definitely within your skill set, and you're able to disarm it.
Whee! That was all me. Okay, well, I will then move in to this potential death trap.
Well, thank goodness
Okay,
for you
I
that
wanna,
Gregos and Purist and Vey saw the, you know, the tripwire there. So sorry about that, Chili.
It's fine. I want to ask, the bottom of this portcullis, is it just open, like the bars just run straight down? Is there a crossbar on the bottom of it, or
No,
like
there's nothing holding it up or anything. It's just you know, freely freely hanging
no,
there.
I mean the door itself. I want to stick my shield there to keep it from closing all the way in case something happens further
Okay.
down the inside to lock us in. I'd like to put something there that would hold it open in case.
I don't want it to crush your shield, mate.
I think my shield would be stronger than the boxes we
What
put
about
up.
the treasure chest?
I'm thinking that my shield would be stronger than those.
Well, you have a cart in the room as well. There's a wooden cart, and then there's 3 Minotaur statues. And you know, while you're looking at these statues, it doesn't seem like they're actually a stone statue. It seems like they are frozen in place. You know, with their mouth and movement, and
Whoa.
so yes, it's not like they are true stone statues. You can tell that is so obvious
They were
right off the
tombstones.
bat. That's a possibility. That's what you think.
Okay, okay, scratch the shield idea. Let's put the crates and chests underneath this door just in case.
Okay.
Why don't I pull one of these, or somebody help me pull one of these statues down and put it underneath the portcullis?
I'll help.
Because these are 6 foot. I mean, I'm assuming these are 6 foot tall.
They're very heavy as well. So
Oh, so you can put it over. Okay. Can you tell me about this thing here? Is it an urn?
that's definitely an urn, and that urn has 1 second. I've got to. I don't want to get the urns confused because there's so many damn urns in here. It's just an urn with different markings, horses, snakes, other stuff like that, just like the other urns throughout the.
Snakes.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check?
Quit being a pussy.
Can I check
There's some.
this for
There's
any
also
kind of
some
pressure pads or-
monkeys and elephant heads on the. You know, monkey heads and elephant trunks and stuff like that on the urn as well. So.
I want to see whether or not, much like how Gregors and I did for the northern one, find whether or not this is on or situated upon a pressure pad of some kind.
Okay, you can give me a perception check. Actually, as you're looking around the urn, it's definitely a valuable urn, like the other ones within this place. But on the back of the urn, there's just a large crack that goes all the way down to the floor, and it just looks like if you touch it or anything, it could shatter. It's in that bad of condition. But there's no kind of, you don't hear any kind of scratches or anything like that within the vase like you did the other ones in the other room where the mummy was.
Okay, well, I'm going to relay that message. Gregors, everybody, Vey, Jeff, Purist. It appears that this urn is going to crumble apart at any moment, so if I try fiddling with it, it's going to break apart. Now, I don't hear anything, but it has images of snakes and monkey heads and an elephant's trunk on it, so it could have a very hybrid-like monster hidden inside.
Or it could be a circus.
Could be a circus.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now, do you want me to fiddle with it, then quickly, like Indiana Jones, underneath this portcullis, back to you guys, just in case shit happens?
I think you know my answer.
You should drop your bow and then pick it up right before the portcullis closes, though.
Vey, you don't want me to touch it at all, do you?
No.
You got that cart in there as well, so remember you've got
Yeah,
a
I
cart in
know.
there as well.
But to get to the cart, I can't squeeze between these monitors, can I? I'd have to
Sure you
climb over
can.
them.
Oh, you
I can?
Yeah, you can squeeze between.
Yeah, each one of these squares is 10 feet. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Our
Well-
icons are just really, really big.
I would like to check in
Especially
between these
Jeff's.
monitors to see whether or not there's anything that I may trip over.
Okay. Well, you do notice that the cart is in perfect working condition. And also, as you lift up the leather tarp, you find various art objects. And it's also, it seems like it's just art and tapestries from around the Ambergull estate. So it looks like these are items that have basically been stolen.
What, that the Ambergulls have stolen, or somebody's stolen them from them?
Well, you can't determine, but I can tell you this: it doesn't look like the cart has been there long.
Oh.
There's not the amount of dust as you've seen throughout the entire Ambergull estate. So, but yeah, there's several pieces of artwork. There's a lantern. There's a chair. There's a mask. There's a couple figurines.
What I want to know is this cart's width. Although I can fit between these two monitors, is it thin enough or is it too wide to be pulled out?
Yes, the
Fine.
cart can be pulled between the two statues. It can.
Okay, this is how I see it, guys. There's a dug tunnel at the back of this room. There's a cart here with some potential antiques from this family line that has been placed here. So I think that somebody probably dug into this tomb and was rummaging around and has stashed this cart here to maybe retrieve at a later date. It looks like there's some expensive stuff in there. Do you want me to just pull it out and reel it over to you guys to see what we can pilfer from it?
I'd like that.
I'm wondering, how long do those Minotaur statues look like they've been there?
I don't know that.
Yeah, you're not able to determine that, but there is some dust on them, so it's definitely been a while.
Okay.
You,
See what
fucking
happens if you
freaky.
poke 'em.
it just doesn't look like it's been ages and ages, like the amount of dust that you found in other areas of this tomb, of this estate. So
Mhm.
Can you see what happens if you poke them?
nothing
I
happens.
ain't gonna do that.
Does one of them have a newspaper with them? Or a calendar?
No, but they all are in the shit position.
A newspaper, a calendar. Actually, one's still
Ooh.
got a turd half hanging out.
That's it.
A turtle head?
He's got a turtle head
it's
poking
edgy-
out.
It's edging out slowly though.
It's a new meaning to constipation.
That I'm not too sure, Crumpert, but I would do it anyway.
Stone.
But judging by the diameter of the turd, are we able to establish a sense of time?
Wow.
But anyway, more seriousness. Do you want me to pull this cart out or not? Because I'm prepared to do it, because I wouldn't mind some free
Yep,
trinkets.
do it.
It's a full workable cart, so yeah, you can
But
do it.
I'm putting this motherfucker out.
All
I
right.
like that, but if you need any help at any point, just ask. I'll help.
No.
No.
You have to
I think
shimmy
I
it
can
between
handle
the two Minotaur statues. You have to work it, but you're able to free it, and you're able to get it out into the room. So actually, let me get a cart token out real quick, and then you guys can have a cart token to pull around as well. So
Nice.
I'm gonna give him a shopping cart. Fucking shopping cart. Where's the shopping cart at? God damn it. There you go. We'll say the shopping cart represents the your cart.
I feel homeless.
There you go. There's a real cart. So there you go. I figured you'd get a kick out of the shopping cart.
Okay, so I have essentially now pulled this cart because that's what I was intending to bring it back to the group.
Yep.
So it's out here with me, yeah?
Yep. Everybody has full access to move the cart around. So
Boom. Can we get an itinerary listing of the contents of this cart, please?
you sure can. Under the tarp, there is a lantern crystal Well, a lantern crystal windowed type of lantern that's only worth 50 gold. There is a gold leaf inlaid chair that is worth 100 gold. There is a purplish wood and gold figurine worth 125 gold. A jade mask with crocodilian features that's worth 150 gold as well. And a pretty killer looking walking cane with a bat's head on the end of it with some ruby eyes, and that's worth 150 gold.
Well, because she always wanted to be a pimp.
There you have something to smack your bitches with.
That is all of the contents on the cart.
Tomorrow, this isn't good.
It's not good.
Yes, it is.
It's gold.
It's gotta be better. It's gotta be diamonds.
Well, guys, because I've pulled this car out, what do we want to do? We're obviously going to lug this around with us. Do we want to leave it somewhere for safety to come back to? Because there is a dug tunnel at the back of that room.
There
that
definitely is.
potentially, I think potentially we should exploit it. Was I able to discern, David, whether or not the tunnel looked recent, or was it like a collapsed tunnel?
No, it's
And does it
definitely
go
a tunnel.
down?
No, it stays even with the actual level that you're on, but it is dark in there, so there's really not a lot of light in there.
Why don't we just explore this area here first?
Okay, I'm down with that.
Just a suggestion.
Looking at Zamoro's strong stature, I'm thinking we could tie some sort of rope to him to drag the cart around. He looks capable of doing it.
So you're not going to be able to.
you have more strength than
You can pull the cart back in here. It's just going to be a big pain in the ass to weave them around these Minotaur statues again. But you can pull the cart with you. I mean, it's just going to take you a little bit more time.
I think we should stash it.
I think we should put it back where it was, so whoever comes back, if they owned it, they wouldn't think that something was amiss.
Also, let's put everything back in here and rearm that trap.
Yeah, you could
You're
do
being
that.
serious, though, aren't you?
And we can come back later.
Yeah, that's not a terrible idea.
No, it's actually good because if it slams down, you could probably hear it. So.
I mean, I don't mind doing that. I mean, I've got the grip to rearm the trap, and I can move the cart back. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'll do it.
Well, yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. I mean, we don't want to give anybody a heads up that we're here and on to. I mean, because if this stuff looks recently stashed here or whatever.
Can we add on to the trap, like make it?
And
a
remember, there is a group of people that came through here before us, so this could be
Indeed.
theirs.
Thank you for the
The trap
follow there,
would even be
Saraxon,
theirs.
and also Chili. Thanks as well. Dude.
It most likely is there's the trap.
So, I say we go beyond the Minotaurs and explore what's further south. Of course, we can go north too. There's another doorway to the north.
Can I just say, for this moment, Dave, have we confirmed that we can actually rearm the trap?
Sure. Yeah, you didn't destroy the mechanism or anything like that. Sure, you can still rearm it.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is that here, just past the, I can't click on it, so around about here, just out of arm's reach, past the trap, I'm going to put a single gold coin.
Okay. So, okay, on the ground, just in case somebody finds it, they pick it up or something.
Well, if they, the idea is if they're coming
Yeah,
from the
okay.
tunnel, and they see the gold coin, they'll come through, and the portcullis will slam down.
Ah, that is true. And push the coin down into the hole, correct?
No, I want to trap them. So basically, if they're on our side, it traps them in here with us. If
Okay,
it's
so you're
on
going to
their
use...
side-
I got you. You're going to use the tripwire to your advantage then.
That's right. I'm trying to
Okay.
say if they're coming through this tunnel, they're going to come up here and get their loot, see the gold coin, go out to pick it up, then trap themselves with us.
I gotcha. I understand what you're doing now. Yeah. That's definitely doable.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I shall deduct 1 gold piece from my log.
Mhm.
I will give you 1 gold piece.
So you're able to get the mechanism rewired, and everybody can go inside the tunnel, or you can continue on. I mean, everybody's able to actually avoid the trap. Is what I'm trying to say. So, because everyone sees it there, so you're not going to trip it.
That tunnel looks mighty interesting.
Unless
I'll check
Jeff wants to do some kind of acrobatic tumble over the line, then I'll make him roll. Make him roll.
it. Oh no, I'll just step over it.
Okay.
That's too risky. I don't want to know what the trap was.
Very good. You're learning, young Padawan.
So I'll be right back. I need to just quickly chuck the cat out.
What I will do though is use halfling nimbleness to try and hide a bit.
Okay. You're able to conceal yourself rather easily here in the hallways.
I mean, naturally stealthy, but yeah, you get the point.
All right. Chili, I'm going to, seeing that you've come down here, you've moved yourself in between the cart and the Minotaur statues, and this is actually what you're able to see. We'll say that you have some torches, so this is not hooked up for dynamic lighting, so obviously. But this is what you see.
Right.
You see another several ways as you're working your way in here. This is what you see. You see 2 different ways, and there's a wall to the south.
Can we determine whether this is a freshly created cavern system or something that's been here?
It definitely
I
looks
don't know. I don't have it.
old, but the wall where you're standing, how there is all that rubble, it looks like that this was actually a dug hole, but the age of the cavern is definitely, you can determine that it's much, 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 much older than the Ambergul estate, than the construction of the estate.
Right, and the Lich did mention something about the cavern system down here, right?
Correct.
If
She
I
did.
remember right.
Yep, she sure did. Okay. As you start easing in, you start hearing some heavy breathing, sort of some snorts, and also what seems to be like something clopping on the ground, like coconut shells
Okay.
being clapped together.
So, from my previous experience with Minotaurs, can I discern that that's what it is?
It sounds like Minotaurs are close. Yes, it does.
Awesome. Hey, start cooking up some flesh. Get them in here. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Samara to get back.
Okay. But yes, you can definitely. You don't think that they know that you're there, but you can definitely hear. So you can hear, snorts and, like in our back in the Grey Wizards, it's the same thing. You hear the same types of sounds, and you can hear them walking around, but you're really not sure what direction it's coming from because of the all of the different tunnels throughout this system. So it kind of it's just echoing all over the place. But they are rather hard steps.
Wait, there's a Fallout pen and paper? Interesting.
Would you like me to detect traps for you, sir?
What did you say?
Somebody in chat said, "Have you guys tried Fallout PNP?"
Oh,
No, I've never even
I
heard
didn't
of
even
it.
know there was a Fallout PNP.
Me neither.
I would like for you to stealthily scout ahead because there are what sound like minotaurs, and you know how we love those things.
Okay, well, the 15 there, Dave, was to detect traps.
Yes,
It
there's no traps, but as you work your way into the room some more, you're actually able to see right off the bat a horrible false door over here on the bottom of the towards the bottom of the area here to the south. So you've actually discovered a secret door. And it looks like to be a horribly made door as well. There wasn't much effort put into this door.
Somebody's tried to hide an entranceway over here. You may be able to see it as well.
And they
It's just-
painted a large S on it.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's just basically chalk on stone. Literally with a door handle and...
You're actually able to push the stones. It's such a horrible false stone wall that you could probably just push those stones right in.
I would like to listen at this door if you don't mind, sir.
You don't hear anything, but now you're starting to hear heavy panting, what sounds to be hooves clopping against the ground. You basically hear minotaurs, and you hear multiple minotaurs.
What, beyond this door or behind me?
No, not like I said. You don't hear anything past the door. It doesn't sound like you hear anything past the door, but you do hear like a water running, also with the minotaur hooves and the breathing and the snorts and everything else. So you do know that minotaurs are close, but you just don't know which way they're coming from because of the different caverns throughout this complex. So you're not able to determine which way they're coming from.
I would like to hide in shadows, please.
Okay. You're actually able to conceal yourself rather easily because it is a dim lit area, and I'm not going to make you roll a check for that.
That's why I did it. Gregos, would you like me to, before we go through this makeshift door, would you like me to see where these minotaurs are?
Yes, I don't want to like knock the door down and then have that noise attract something from behind.
Alright.
If that's where they're at.
Don't worry, I'm behind you.
I'm keeping stealthily up north here, after relaying to Gregos.
Okay.
Right here.
When you get to the actual room up here, you actually see 3 minotaurs, and you also see a dwarf that is in the room as well. And the dwarf is
Dwarfator?
seems to be sort of like a captive prisoner. You can determine that, and this is what you see. And I will also throw a dwarf miniature up there as well. So, but that's what you can actually see.
Then I'm going to come back to Gregos really quick and say, Gregos, 3 minotaurs, 1 dwarf, captive. Engage.
Engage.
Can I snuggle up
Battle
to Gregos?
station.
Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
Can I snuggle up to Gregos to get ready?
What?
Why would you do something like that?
No. No, you cannot snuggle up.
It is.
Yeah, have you
it is
even put your
pretty
clothes
creepy.
back on?
Actually, I don't think I have. I need to. I'll be back. I gotta go get that and put it on.
Yeah, Jeff's cool, just flapping in the wind.
So that's what you see: 3 minotaurs and a dwarf, and that's what you see.
So it's not like 3 men and a baby or anything like that.
No, but you know, as you do get up, there's a little bit of dialogue, and I'll read the dialogue to you now instead of waiting till after the combat. But or if you decide to avoid it or whatever, waves of heat wash over you as you approach this rough-hewn cave, west of which is a glowing alcove that puts out heat like a furnace. Driven into the stone in front of the alcove are 2 8-foot-tall wooden posts with crossbeams connecting to them. Lashed to the crude spit is an upside-down dwarf, stripped down like Jeff, and he's in his skivvies. And
Only not as sexy.
the dwarf is definitely
Being slow
alive,
roasted.
but he looks to be in bad shape, and he's definitely not in good shape. And it looks like he's got grease on him and everything else. So it looks like these guys might be trying to eat him.
That's slow roasting him. Yeah. That's slow roast on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Alright, so I want to discuss with my fellows here. Bum rush them or get their attention and draw them out of that room?
How about both? Bum rush them and get their attention.
Okay, you're no longer allowed to speak. Other guys.
If you can
can't
draw on,
do both. You can't draw them out of the room and bum rush them.
Well, we should.
Sorry,
Well,
go
they're
ahead,
preoccupied.
Pierce.
You can sneak up and get some sneak attacks in.
I was saying, we should probably get him out of that room because it's a pretty small room, and we all probably won't be able to fit in there.
That
So
is
we
definitely a good
probably need to lure him
observation.
out somehow.
Well, I mean, this room isn't really much bigger. I mean, keep in mind also that each square is 10 feet, and we're exaggeratedly too large.
Yeah.
Well, true.
I
and
can
this,
make it.
This cavern makes a good bottleneck to keep them all lined up in too.
There's some rows standing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Good
not
spot
gonna,
to bottleneck them.
I'm not gonna surprise them. Like,
The dwarf is going to taste tasty!
I'd say, fuck it, Gregor. Go in there, mate. Start laying into them.
All right.
Let's get
Take it.
advantage on these guys.
I think what I'm gonna do is just stand in this small area here and try to hold them here.
Okay. So I guess you're going to make some sort of ruckus or something to
I'm
get their
going-
attention?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat my shield with my sword.
Okay.
Do you have your shield anymore, or is it still in the door?
I do.
Yeah, he does.
You have your
Because the
own-
trap
I
is set
didn't
again.
put it in the door. We put the chest on the door, and then I took the chest
Okay.
out when we reset the trap.
How about a horn?
We'd kill the dwarf.
He's fine. If we can
Yeah,
survive
I'm
through
not
one
blowing this
soaking
thing
heat.
in tight corridors anymore. Sorry.
Oh, that's what she said. He said.
Oh. So yes, you bang on your shield, you get the Minotaur's attention, and we are going to roll initiative. So I'll just do that
Yeah.
real quick.
Jeff, you need to get up here beside me too, because
Yep.
this little narrow area here really isn't this narrow. It's about 8 feet.
Oh, don't worry, I'm
I
a
think
halfling.
you and
I can get under your legs and I can snuggle up.
I
Don't
want
worry.
to remove the
Whoa!
dwarf.
Whoa!
Oh my god, man, there's
That's
a lot
my
of
halfling
snuggling
image.
going up here tonight, Chili.
You are not gonna get snuggling in between my legs,
it's
man.
my halfling nimbleness. I can't help it.
Is there some Brokeback Mountain shit going on here that I need to be aware of?
Jeff drinking again tonight?
There is a
Brokeback
fire
Mountain.
here, so. Okay, let's go ahead and get some combat going. The Minotaurs do see you, and they do turn, and they just seem like they're going ballistic. So the Minotaurs are going to be raging. All right. So Jeff, you are up. You can pass through Chili into the room. You can do whatever. You can hold your position.
By the way, Pam is on the list too.
Let's
Someone want to take
see.
him off.
Why is Pam on the list? He should not be on the list. Weird. Thank you. I took him off.
You have made my list.
Okay. Because of my mobility, I can actually hit that Minotaur just behind him and then do a little retreat afterwards. Let's do it.
Okay.
So this first Minotaur down here, where I'm at now, I'm gonna try and attack behind him by moving a bit further.
What do you want to do?
Little flank action.
He wants to run up, attack the Minotaur, and then retreat.
Yes, that.
Yeah, I mean, which Minotaur are you going to attack? The one on the left, the one on the right? I guess the one on the
The
left.
one on the bottom left.
Okay, their armor classes are 12. So, and does mobility prevent opportunity attacks against you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, well you hit with a 22. That's a nice attack. So go ahead and roll your damage.
4 for the first one.
Okay.
And how far does the mobility allow you to move? Because you've moved
35
nearly 30
feet,
Oh, well, you've moved nearly 30 feet.
which means I have 5 feet.
hmm
Then I plan on moving just a bit deeper into that little crevice to draw one of them in.
Okay, so you are going to retreat now.
Nope, because I have 3 attacks. So I'm going to use my last one to attack again, which I
Okay.
did hit.
You did, and that is your primary hand. So
There we go. And
7
so I
more.
did 11 total. Then I'm going to just do a little retreat to try and draw only one of them in.
oh yeah, you'll draw just one of them. Oh, so you're actually going to the furnace.
You know what? Yes, I am, because I have an idea. Thank you for telling me what it
Did
is.
you Because you haven't burnt near enough yet in this place.
Now wait,
Yeah.
am I in the furnace or am
Man.
I just outside of it?
No, you're outside of the furnace, but it is definitely very hot.
Oh,
So
it's
you're-
it's getting steamy up in here.
As in